Yeah.
Were you ever paid back for everything that you did for your son?
No, not a dime. And you know, when I got my lawyer, when I you know, cause I took 2 DNA tests. The first one, it wouldn't have held up in court. So I took another one, and then I went and hired a lawyer. And I ended up, you know, talking with my lawyer, just trying to get the particulars to see what I gotta do, what, you know, options that I do have, and what it'll be like once I do, you know, go to court and it's proven that he's not mine. She was like, you won't, I'm telling you right now, you won't get any money back, because the judge is gonna look at it like it was a gift. Like you just,
That's
you
robbery,
know,
bro.
it is, you know.
Besides this, let me ask you one more question, not to cut you off, bro. Besides pain, depression, a broken heart, what else did you get anything from that? Did you get money? Did you get a sorry? Did you get anything?
I didn't get anything.
For the 8 years, did you get anything?
Still to this day, she's never, you know, apologized. She never acknowledged it. She didn't even show up for court. You know what I'm saying? So
8 years you put in work, and I know you know, man, me and you do stuff with our kids together. We have Six Flags days, we have camping nights, we take them everywhere, bike riding and stuff like that. You didn't get nothing
I didn't
back,
get
not
nothing.
even a story.
I didn't get anything. But I'll tell you one thing though.
Great, but thought I was nothing.
My self-worth only depends on how much money I got in the bank.
It's all just a bait, but y'all just eat it up.
Since we all fam, it shouldn't be hard to relate.
So why would you hate? No time to debate. We gotta stick together. We all we got. Let's make the best. It's us forever.
See all that plotting to keep you stressed and under pressure, trying not to end up deep in the box if I can help it.
Yeah, tired of us talking down on each other. We screaming Black Lives Matter, but do we love each other?
Jesus turned water to wine, indeed I mean. I'm trying to turn niggas and bitches to kings and queens.
Queens, cause we was born great, but act like we don't know who we are. We full of hate.
Savages that just randomly spaz and grab a fit and shoot like TMZ cameras for celebrity statuses.
And that'll just get you into traumatic stress like an asthmatic. You suffering like paralysis.
Hope we don't offend you and you reach your potential.
Cause we only trying to give you something to put in your mental.
What's up, my beautiful people? This your boy King Kevo.
And it's your boy Watts, Trent, Work.
And we are Secure the Legacy. And man, what we talking about, Trent?
Okay, we got a serious question today. I'm just gonna come out and ask it. My notes say, should it be mandatory to perform a DNA test at a child's birth? What's your thoughts on it, bro?
Big facts. Like, because the way, like, these women today are totally different, you know what I'm saying, than the women that yeah, they just different. I would say, because in my case, you know, I've went through a situation, you know, where I took care of a kid for 8 years of his life, you know, and yeah, I'm getting real on here, man, like, cause this what we do. Like, we give y'all the real. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We gonna give you the real. But yeah, I took care of a kid for 8 years of his life. I found out that it wasn't mine, and you know, I felt like I should have took the necessary steps to, you know, get that DNA at the beginning, you know, because I got attached to this kid, you know, and you know, 8 years of his life, and you know, I find out when he's 8 that he's not even mine, you know. So, you know, we as men, I'm saying this to y'all, don't make the mistake that I made. But if you have any doubt, any inkling of that it might not be yours for whatever reason, I just say go ahead and get that DNA, bro. I think it should be mandatory, you know, just from using my story. Now, I can't speak for nobody else, but in my opinion, my strong opinion, I think it should be mandatory, so a lot of people won't have broken hearts or go through the stuff that I had to go through, you know, from being attached to a kid for so long, and, you know, finding out that it's not yours. And, you know, yeah. So what do you think, Trent? What is your input on that?
I completely agree. Just so you know, like when mamas have babies, you know the kid comes out the mama, so
yeah,
they know, of course.
Right.
The dad, he don't
We
really
don't know. Yeah.
You know, but what's that saying? Mama's baby, daddy's
Daddy maybe. Yeah.
You know, that's really you want to know. You know, it's too much stuff. This promiscuity is just running rampant, like all around the world, especially in Western society.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you should definitely want to know. And then if everybody, then you can just be comfortable. It's no question. If it's no question, then everybody know the job that they gotta do.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, definitely. If you have any suspicions, if you had any, well, first of all, if anybody cheat on you, I think you should be gone anyway. But
totally
if you're one of them guys who think they can handle that, get through that, and still decide to be with a woman after that, yeah, I think we definitely need to have that. You know.
That's because I think that'll be something great in place for us men. You always hear about things, you know, like safe places or things for women that, you know, that works in their favor. I feel like this can work in our favor too. You know what I'm saying? That'll cover us, and it'll, you know, like if we know, you know, it's a lot of men that love to take care of their kids. They love to be there. Me and you are one of them, you know, but in some cases, you know, it's like if this is not your kid and you don't know, it's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? So I think it can be something that'll definitely work in a man's favor, so he won't be forced in a situation that he doesn't have to be in. Especially if, like we said earlier, if you have an inkling or you think that it might not be yours. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, and then but I also seen some stuff where, like, I remember I seen this story where this dude wanted a paternity test, and he was married to this woman, and she was like, "Well, if you force me to get one, I'm gonna divorce you." You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's crazy.
But to me, if there's nothing to hide, why not take it? How you gonna sue this man if he wants a test? Yeah, he can. Man, then if that's the case, why do people have prenups too? Like, it's smarter to just know stuff and be concrete with it, you know. What do you think about that? Do you think if somebody is like, no, I don't want to, you know, if you hide anything, it's gonna show. You know what I mean?
Like, to just piggyback off of that, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, that's why I love my wife so much. Like, I can't, and this is what I do with Trent all the time. Like, I just talk about my wife because I got a loyal woman, bro. Like, and I know it ain't nothing but God, because I wasn't even seeking a wife, you know. But my wife, basically what you said, she said. She was like, because she know what I went through, and because she know that, you know, I didn't trust women for a long time, she was like, baby, if you want to, you can get a DNA with us. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel offended. You know, like, she didn't have anything to hide. She just said it. She just said it up front because she thinking that I might be thinking that, and not saying that my wife is doing anything, but you know, she had that mindset of, you've been hurt, and if you did decide to do that because of what you went through, I wouldn't even get offended. I respected her for saying that, bro. She didn't have to say that.
It's a big responsibility after that when it comes into you being a dad and doing everything that the dad does, from pampers to being taken up to doctor's visits to when they older to playing sports, or even if you're not there, if you're dealing with somebody that wants you, you know how it is. A lot of people not even in it's a lot of single parent households, so even if child support and partial custody is in the play, man, that's a big responsibility. So I at least want to know what all the work that I'm putting in, I'm putting into my child, not another man's seed.
Exactly.
And like I said, like you've been through that. My cousin, I talked to my cousin about this. He knows 3 people. One man knows three dudes who have been through this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it definitely should be in place. You know, why not? If nobody has nothing to hide, why not?
Because I'm looking at it like, you know, a lot of times when you get in a relationship with a woman, or a woman gets in a relationship with a man, they usually want those facts. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's telling your body count, or it's whether y'all getting tested together. You get what I'm saying? It's like a coverage, like your insurance, letting you know that, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm willing to deal with, and this is what I'm not willing to deal with. And that's how I look at it for like a man. Like if it was a law that made us like get that DNA, even if you're married or not married. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be a law in effect. So if it was to ever, you know what I'm saying, come down to that child is not your child, you're not forced to be in something that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's just wrong. Like, there's some women that will be honest, but a whole lot of them that will not be honest. You know, so they know you gonna take care of them. You know, straight. So.
I'd rather have somebody that nobody. That's what they think. And then
Exactly.
another reason why I said important. Let me ask you this: in your personal experience, what you've been through, you said you fathered a young boy for 8 years. You thought he was yours.
Yeah.
Were you ever paid back for everything that you did for your son?
No, not a dime. And you know, when I got my lawyer, when I you know, cause I took 2 DNA tests. The first one, it wouldn't have held up in court. So I took another one, and then I went and hired a lawyer. And I ended up, you know, talking with my lawyer, just trying to get the particulars to see what I gotta do, what, you know, options that I do have, and what it'll be like once I do, you know, go to court and it's proven that he's not mine. She was like, you won't, I'm telling you right now, you won't get any money back, because the judge is gonna look at it like it was a gift. Like you just,
that's
you know,
bro.
it is, you know.
Besides this, let me ask you one more question, not to cut you off, bro. Besides pain, depression, a broken heart, what else did you get anything from that? Did you get money? Did you get a sorry? Did you get anything?
I didn't get anything.
For the 8 years, did you get anything?
Still to this day, she's never, you know, apologized. She never acknowledged it. She didn't even show up for court. You know what I'm saying? So
8 years you put in work, and I know you know, man, me and you do stuff with our kids together. We have Six Flags days, we have camping nights, we take them every bike riding and stuff like that. You didn't get nothing.
I didn't get
back,
nothing.
Not even a story.
I didn't get anything. But I'll tell you one thing though. I'll tell you one thing. Like I felt like, you know, it was a blessing in disguise, because, you know, I went through a whole lot of turmoil and hurt and pain and suffering while, you know, we were trying to co-parent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in a nutshell, everything happens for a reason. At that time, like I went through all of that. It hurted. It sucked. But, you know, that's how life works sometimes. I'm a better person today. You know, I love God. God loves me. He covered me in that whole situation. And, you know, I just believe that because I went through that, I believe that should be law. That DNA should be present, and it should be mandatory, in my opinion. You know, and I want to hear what y'all think in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that it should be mandatory? Do you think that us men should be covered in that way? I'm not really gonna answer any questions about my personal business. I think I went too far already with that. Well, I'm not gonna say too far, but, you know, I've shared enough. So, you know,
we go through the same stuff that they go through.
right.
So it's like,
I only shared that. Right. I only shared that because I wanted to give you guys something real, and that, you know, my big reason why I believe that this should be mandatory. But other than that, I'm not gonna answer questions about my personal life, but I will answer questions about this. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? Should it be mandatory? You say it should be, right? I say it should be. So, you know, we just want to hear y'all answers on that. What do you guys think about that, man? So hit up the comment section. Also, give us a, you know what I'm saying, thumbs up. Put some love in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. Hit that subscribe button. Yes, subscribe. We definitely need it, man. We've been grinding, man. Like, we feel like a lot of people watching us, but they ain't, you know, hit that subscribe button. So, and hit that notification bell afterwards too. But with that being said, like I always say, I love y'all and God bless.
Born great, told I was nothing.
My self-worth only depends on how much money I got in the bank.
It's all just a fake, but y'all can see